Hello everybody, the iLord Root here. This is Project Highrise, and we are building the tower which the children of men builded. So, we've got a lot going on here. We've got our whole commercial complex being built here, and that's definitely something that I want to happen. But what I also want to happen is for this to get builded. Now, if you take a look at their builded, I need to not use that word except when describing the tower. Yeah, anyway, we need to build, a lot of different things here. As it turns out, we need to have recycling, because these guys are beginning to demand it. And I don't quite blame them for that, actually. So I'm going to put a recycling collection room down over here. Maybe somewhere in this area, and we are going to put a staircase for our people to come down, so they do not have to worry about that. This is what I think I'm going to do. Given the whole traffic problems that we're having, I am going to get that built straight away, and I think we're going to start routing traffic through here. This is going to be nice because, really with a little bit of movement, we can completely avoid some of the things that we want to. And we might just space things out, just so that that particular thing can be done. But, we do have a need for residences as well. And we do want to take care of that. You can see we've got tons of people coming in and out. We are beginning to develop a great deal of prestige here. And this restaurant is bringing in tons of profit, and people like it. Rent is lower than expected? Well, why didn't you just say so? Rent is too high. Make up your minds. Oh, but yeah. We're definitely at the point now to where, looking at this, let's just see how far we have until the 10th floor. We should be okay. Let me see what we can fit up here in terms of our housing. Probably not much. We maybe fit another office in here. We can't even fit a small... Oh, we can. That may be useful. The thing is, too, is that people will be happy with you if it turns out that they have the ability to live on a floor. Just going to... No, this floor is reserved. We should not quite build that yet. I want to make sure we have sufficient services for everybody. Because that could be problematic if we didn't. You're gonna have your recycling here. You be a deluxe studio apartment, and we will need more gas. I am maybe going to deal with that. I think people will start complaining. Or maybe not. I don't know why it was that couldn't place more in the way of gas. I'm just going to go ahead because I foresee the need for it. I'm going to put one of these, I guess, miniature gas things in here. To 6,000 tiles. And we need to begin expanding upwards. So, this is what we know. We know that these guys will all require water and gas. I'm just going to draw it out like so, because we do probably want to bring it on over here, make sure everything is connected. We are going to want gas way over here. And I think having another gas thing could be helpful in this particular instance. At least until this changes. Because this guy's going to want gas. These guys are also going to want electricity, so might as well not skimp on that. And even out here, they're going to want their electricity. They're also going to want phone lines, which could be rather annoying for a while. But truth be told, maybe not so bad. I mean, everybody is more or less taken care of over here. But these guys do want cable TV, though. And no doubt these luxury apartments I'm about to put down will too. So we will maybe go ahead, what are we missing here? We need more luxury apartments. Okay, that can be done. We are going to continue this deal here. We also need to make sure that our upkeep is being done. That is very important. And we need the recycling here as well. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and put the recycling in on this floor as well. Maybe not the best use of space here. But you know what? It'll be okay. These people will begin to come in. We really should consider buying art at some point. Maybe putting it in here. One of the things that I would like, I think, we have the plazas done. We pretty much, the only thing we'll want here is public art. I'm going to wait on that because the public art is going to be expensive. But we want 95 influence. We're slowly building that up. You are going to be a luxury apartment, I think. Prefer upper floors. We'll make you deluxe. We need to fill that space. And we'll make these guys, these little 2-bedroom apartments, they require more luxury apartments, as it would seem. Also, cable TV is going to be a big deal. We have 3 of them now. I think in order for this expansion to really make much sense, we will have to go ahead and do some building up here. And I'm just going to go ahead and start by getting the luxury apartments down. These guys are still building out all of the floors that we scheduled. Which is, I guess is to be expected. We built a lot in terms of infrastructure in the last episode. And that should not be ignored. Oh, somebody moved. Why? Who moved? I guess somebody who thought that they couldn't compete. I can't see it. I wish there was a log of who moved out, but we could figure that out because I don't. Oh, they. What did. They didn't feel very happy about that. Let's see. Luxury. We need a laundromat. They hate noisy areas. I don't understand what we did wrong there because they have everything that they could possibly want, I think. Maybe? Oh, they didn't have gas. I could see how they might be a little bit irritated about that. Yeah, that's not so good. Ooh, come up here for now. We're able to fit down 5 of these small apartments. And we really do need to, I think, make a move pretty soon on our stores. They hate smelly areas. You know what? Why don't we put in stairs? Just for now. Because they are going to want them. Let's do some planning. If we build these stores out, I'm going to leave some room for that. But if we plan this out right, these will be just regular old stores. Those are not large, though. We do need large stores, and we don't quite... that's the point where we need prestige, I think. We will probably want to, in that case, build that up. I want that to largely consist of restaurants. So what I'm going to do... Oh, that'll be okay. You know what we could do, actually? Come to think of it, this may not be such a bad idea. I think these exclusive elevators that do not need to begin on the ground floor. That could be interesting. We could make good use of that. We are going to want, however, come down here, if you'd like. Be smelly. See, that's not such a good place to be in, though. We can't really fit anything there. We might be able to fit a gas manifold or something. Yeah. We definitely need more in the way of prestige, and I seem to have backed myself into a small corner here. You're going to hate smelly areas. There's really nothing that can be done about that. Yeah. 3 stores going. Get the Italian restaurant. Why don't we get... You know, it would be good, actually, if we put down more here. Family restaurant. We want a family restaurant with a bar. Leonard's don't have a bar. taqueria has a bar. You know what? I do rather like the idea of the taqueria being here. If we're gonna do that, I would much rather have that taqueria next to the elevator. And I don't want to do that. I seem to have, accidentally removed this. We'll just put this guy over here then. They're right next to entrances, so they're not going to complain too much, I don't think. Okay, Mexican restaurant, you go here. Let's see, Italian restaurant. That served... You serve dinner? You have a bar? Find an Italian restaurant with a bar. Yeah, we'll put you over here. What else do we need? A lunch restaurant. Serves dinner and has a bar. Lincoln Park. Not the world's greatest band. But in terms of this store, I don't think there's much cause to complain here. I don't think there's much cause at all to complain, actually. And I would do well not to. Now, coming back up here, they're going to need trash. This is part of the deal. We don't want to overdo this. In fact, we would be wise not to. Because these guys, for what it's worth, are not going to... They're already going to be a burden on our utilities here. And I'm just going to draw this out. I think they need water. We will, unfortunately, but they need gas too, if I'm not mistaken, so that they can operate their stoves. Do need gas here. We do need to make sure that we're doing okay on our utilities, however. So water... Demand is okay. Demand here is also okay. This can get reduced, I think, replaced. We will replace you with a phone closet. We can't afford it. Why did I do that? Okay, we need the phones taken care of then. It's gonna cost money that I don't have. I should have really looked at that. And we just wasted money at the same. Okay, you can go back in. It was phone lines, I think, that we were replacing. There we go. You guys can go ahead and move in at your convenience, anytime you feel like it. There we go. So far, I am not unhappy about this. I'm beginning to think, however... So here's going to be part of the problem. We're going to need a buffer zone, eventually, for this. And, gonna need more luxury apartments. We're just not going to be able to get away without it. And these guys here seem to be the best thing to do. in terms of that. Have you completed this? You are going to need trash and recycling. At least the recycling does not smell, but that having been said, I actually don't know why I put that up there. We're gonna want an art dealer pretty soon. We almost have, in fact we do. I'm gonna unlock art studios for now. Because at this point, you're going to want residences. Now the creative offices, you're paying $175. You are, I believe you're set up to send phone service. I guess not. Let's get this going, then. Everything else should be, the power and everything should be okay. How many luxury apartments do we need? I'm just going to put in a couple of small apartments here. This doesn't necessarily have to be a luxury apartment. We can begin the process of doing luxury apartments at some point. Yeah. You guys can go up here. You will need your utilities as well. And, I guess what better way? You're never receiving them in the first place. That was part of the problem. No wonder y'all moved out. There we go. Luxury apartments for all, you still need gas. There we go, anything else is just going to have to wait. We spent almost all of our money. How is the renovation going? 540, it could potentially wait. And these guys are in decent traffic areas. You're close to an elevator. You're in a high traffic area. You are not in a high traffic area. You may leave us for it. Which would be unfortunate, but I'm not gonna cry too much if that does turn out being the case. Now you guys can continue your work over here. Are you happy? Oh, you have no water. You are... It's time to take out another loan, I think. I jumped the gun on that a little bit too much. We can save a little bit of money. Do it here. Okay, you should be happy. You're angry, but your mood is improving. We just need you not to be so angry with us. Definitely should have done more here. We aren't taking full advantage of all this, though. This needs 10 prestige. And we are going to need to do something about that. On these bottom floors, I have absolutely no trouble at all with us. You know, maybe we need to put in an elevator. I really should have gone for exclusive elevators and service optimization at this point. I think it may be time for us to consider that. We are bringing in tons of money now, however, and that's not something to be angry about. And up here, on this floor, I think, you know, we're going to have some buildings here. Let's get an art dealer. If we can. Get an art dealer up here. It will be rather important, as it turns out. Generate buzz here. I don't know if it'll do anything else for us. Let's see, we got the cable TV here. We have very high demand. I'm just going to put in, because we will need it, I'm going to put in a regular unit. And you guys, for what it's worth, you can continue to move in. Let's get this all going. Let's see, that would be a small apartment there. Let's also get these guys plotted out. Because you know what? It's going to be important that we do this. If I can get a ton of luxury apartments, which we will still very much need, and I'll be happy with it. I'm just going to reserve the space here for luxury apartments. If we can. And that should actually give us everything that we need in terms of our residences. We also could build other things as well. We have enough prestige to build a large office. But for now, I hope these guys will be happy with us. We'll just continue to build the collection bins up here. You will need another hookup, I think. And we need to get our resources running. If you guys can just continue building all that, that would be fantastic. I think definitely we'll be making the case for other things. Now, we could start putting in artwork, come to think of it, and I think I may, because we can do medium art now. We can't afford it. Or we can, but we need medium artworks. And, that's not so good. Let's go with the small art then. You can go up here, I think. And that will allow us to begin placing some of our stores here that we definitely want to. The things that I've been holding out for, we need a 2-floor store. Go like that. We can actually increase just very slightly. There's not much that can go here, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're gonna have 4 here if we play our cards right. We're gonna have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're just gonna have to put up with the smell for now. But you should have everything that you need to do that. We need a grocery store, big box electronics, and department store. Maybe the grocery stores. They need just a little bit more in the way of prestige. We can throw down more artwork, I think, to make that happen. That artwork can go up on this side. Make it a little bit nicer for you. Do they mind smell? They hate smelly areas. And we need the regular bays here. Also, the gourmet restaurants. We'll need a little bit more in the way of population for that. Fortunately, we're pretty close. So, if we could just get a luxury apartment going up here, I would be grateful. But would it be wiser to... I don't think it would be. I think that in this case, we would not do well by simply placing these things here. These guys are guaranteed to have foot traffic, though. And that will be the thing. I think maybe what we'll do in the interim, then, as much as it pains me to do it, we'll put down a staircase here to encourage people to come down here. So that they do decide to come all the way over here. That would be quite nice. At least until we get the elevators which we seek. Or we could... we'll have to work that out and see. I think that would be best, though. And if we could just get... we could almost place more artwork. We definitely need to renovate our tenants here. Oh, you have no gas somehow. I guess I never placed the line for you. Let's give you... and you have no TV. Actually, you don't have no TV either. I'm surprised. We can't function without an electrical line. I know you're angry. We'll lower your rent. 25%. You can live here for free if you really want to. Just don't move out just yet. We'll kick you back up to 100%. There we go. You are now happy. And we've got 11 prestige. Plus 7 from our population. We get more at 205 population. So we're not beginning to get as many here as maybe we would have otherwise had. And we'll have to be careful here, actually. Now, we have 4 luxury apartments. Let's see. You can maybe afford one more. And I do think that would be a good idea. We can get the luxury apartments up here to go. But this time we need to put everything down, because that was rather problematic. These guys, by virtue of not having anything, we're complaining. You've already got your water. You have your gas. You do not have your gas. It appears that I somehow thought that they could only survive on water alone. Now, we've got tons of buzz. and that'll become important in the near future, as there is a thing called Renter Roundup, which will bring tons of people into our space here. Indeed, that would be great. You need 120 influence, and then you can get the exclusive elevators, which seem to me to be the best deal. Some people like to go for the artwork, and maybe I should be, to tell you the truth. We are back up to par, though, and in fact, we are going to need another floor. Or two. We still need more here. I do like the fact that we have plenty in the way of rent. These guys are going to be very happy with us before too long. I might go ahead at some point and buffer offices. We need one more restaurant. They are not satisfied. You know what? We don't need all of your rent. There we go. You're making a profit now. And that is okay. Even though you were turning quite the profit. Oh, we'll be fine. Once we begin this, because we can go up to floor 60. We've only reached floor 20, actually. I think we'll be fine. You can continue building that out. We definitely will want... You're done here. What do you mean you're done here? You seem satisfied. Or at least you did seem satisfied. What do you mean you're done here? I can't get to where I need to go. You need coffee to function in the morning? Well, that's fine. You had some delicious breakfast. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Your delicious breakfast shall inspire us all. And we shall be very happy that you did have delicious breakfast. Still need more in the way of prestige. Unfortunately, that could be a deal. And you know, the thing is I really wanted to mention this at the beginning of the episode. I probably will at the beginning of the next episode. That I might run time for just to save up a little bit of money. Because as it stands, you're angry just because you don't have much in the way of trash. You can continue to build. We are getting rather tall. Let's see if we can go all the way up to... Oh wow, all the way up to 80. Well, that's nice. That actually means we have tons of room in our apartment. And I think we will save that. We will have exclusive elevators pretty soon, I think. Just look at the amount of rent we're bringing in, though. We're about to get another payment. Which means that I can put in more in the way of art, if I want to. In fact, let's begin doing this. We're gonna have a need pretty soon for these larger apartments. And I think, well, we can handle that. We can put in a 1-bedroom. We can fit that in over here. And I think if we wanted to, we will be able to entertain the idea that we might have more. We already have 6 of them, which will be nice. This floor is reserved for the time being, though. Let's see, and these guys hate being next to elevators. We have a large... You hate high traffic areas, you hate being close to elevators. Oh, we need not have done that. That was an accident I did not want to have happen. We should probably consider more in the way of expansion. I took out a loan, or not a loan here. I took out a chunk of the wall. It seems. You get empty today. Oh, we really do need high traffic areas here. That art dealer may have to move. As unfortunate as that is, but it is important that that does move in a timely manner. Let's throw down some more artwork while we are waiting. You're going to have, yeah, you're gonna have a painting here, I think. It's gonna be 12. We can afford one more, actually. I'm actually going to go for a sculpture. That should give us enough to where we can get this taken care of. We want a large grocery store. All these guys hate their smelly areas, but the grocery store, at least it makes sense. You need a phone line, 1 empty bay required. Okay. You know what? We can do that. You can, put another storeroom in. We really ought to. You can go down here, get your fancy grocery store going here. Y'all are taking the stairs down, at least. And we maybe fit another store in there. Now this is going to be the trick. In order to get that contract, I mean, we may eventually need to evict some people in order to make it happen. Why don't we get the fancy grocery store here? 770? You should have everything you need. You have a phone line there. Oh, I really should be careful about this. We need to renovate a ton of things. Renovation is actually going to be a big issue. We'll move in and bring us some wealth here. And we'll tick down your rent just a little bit. Meanwhile, they are done, for the most part. So let's see. They don't want to be next to elevators. These guys do. How many can we fit here of these large rooms? We have 1, 2, 3. Oh, not much it looks like. But we can fit some of these small apartments in, which I am just fine with, actually. That happened again. These guys, I think, do like to be near elevators, so it'll be fine. Just fine, actually. We can fit 4 of these guys up here. That'll maybe help us with our limit. We are precariously close, though, to not getting this done. And in fact, I'm of the mindset that the thing that I need to do is maybe build more of these. Even though those 2-bedroom apartments are nice. Let's see, you are... Strange smells keep on coming. You're satisfied, however. And that's important. Okay, we will, because you don't care so much about the smell. We'll do that then. We'll maybe put down a... Well, we have this too. That is the gourmet restaurant, which requires the same amount of space. You can go here. One of you can go here too. These people will be able to handle that. You will have lots of foot traffic. And in fact, if we did it this way, we are almost to where we can upgrade this. Should have pretty much everything here. We're going to be next to an elevator eventually, so you're going to like that. And we may be able to fit in... There's a large restaurant. I do like that. The rest of this, I think, will maybe be dedicated to floor space for other things, because we can only put the trash down here. And they will complain about that quite vociferously if we're not careful. Okay, we've got our money in for the day. Why not get everything built up here? In fact, I think, given everything, I'm going to begin building all of this up here. We won't have to worry too much. We can fit pretty much everything we want in here. And given that you guys like being near the elevator so much, we'll just put in a few of this thing here. This is quite efficient in terms of our utilization. So that'll be it. We'll have tons of these guys. They want to be up here. And that wouldn't be such a bad thing, actually. Let's get utilities run. You are coming way over here. Actually, I drew that out way too far. Cable TV be necessary as well. Yeah. I don't know what I was doing there. I guess I am preparing for the future. Let's get that going. Guys will have water and gas. can get everybody here settled. But I think I rather like this approach that we're taking. That would be okay, to say the least. We have gas here as well we need to run. So we actually have the problem that we have tons of capacity, but nobody's using it. And I'm just going to go ahead and get that going. This is by far, in terms of luxury apartments, the easiest thing to get running here. So, 348, you have everything you need. Just move in, if you will. Looks like it is the morning for us. I actually probably made a pretty big mistake here, because we need to be renovating. Spend the rest on renovations. The boost that we get from it will be grand. And you know what? These guys don't mind the smell. I really could have done something with them. We didn't turn a profit yesterday. Or too few customers or too much competition. Okay, we will give you 50% rent because we want you to stay. At least for now. But we may evict you if you're too much of a problem. These guys, they are happy. You didn't turn a profit yesterday. Well, you need to learn to do more with that. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the optimized service. That means at 150 influence, we'll get exclusive elevators and we can fix some of this mess. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. And these guys, these are our luxury apartments. They are happy. Can we place these guys yet? I fear not. We need, really do need more here. I think I've definitely grown a little bit farther than I want to. At the present time, at least. But, that'll be quite helpful for us. And, we'll just have to see here. Got one more bit of things to do here. Well, you know, we're getting close. Why don't we, at the very end of it... Oh, maybe here. Let's get a couple more of these at least one more of these apartments scheduled. 280. We no longer have enough here. There we go. We have been doing well. We have spent a ton of money as a result of this, but we are gaining influence in spades. So we will find, I suppose, hopefully most of the growing pains are done. If we can retrofit these, if we can get luxury apartments, that'll be nice. But, otherwise, I think this will do it for now. So this has been Thy Lord Root, and I will see you next.